Welcome to the Ultimate Theology Podcast. Stripe, who do you think would win in a fight, the Prophet Muhammad or Buddha?
If I answer that question, I'd probably get assassinated, so either.
Wow, I can't believe you would think that lowly of those two very large religions. Anyways, no, my name is Spells, this is Stripe. We are the Spells and Stripe Podcast because we're
Hence
not,
the name Spells and Stripe Podcast,
yeah.
because that's our name.
Funny
Yeah,
how, what a weird coincidence that was, you
yeah.
know?
Like, I really expected the Spells and Stripe podcast to be hosted by Bill and Jimmy, but no, Spells and Stripe.
I mean, the universe works in strange, mysterious ways.
Your mother.
How fucking dare you? Are you good?
And that was our ASMR for today.
Okay. No, you threw me so off guard. I had things I was going to say. Since it's the 5th official episode of the Spells and Stride podcast,
We call it the fifth.
anyways, I've got a little something cooked up for today. Usually we just talk about random shit, but today we're going to be talking about specific shit. But first,
I know exactly what they're cooking today, which is rare because
yeah, you also know.
Anything.
Yeah, I told you today, I told you yesterday. I told you a few days ago actually.
Told me that's important.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
mostly because I wanted to make sure that this would be a fun idea.
That's because you want to know if I knew who Cujo was.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. First, I want to do the question of the week, which is unrelated to the rest of the thing.
I have a question of the week. Did you see my Danny Phantom video?
Yeah, I did. I commented on it. You commented on my
but you always
comment.
you comment before you watch them, so I don't know if you've seen them or not.
Well, yeah, I comment like first like 5 minutes and then I watch them all the way through. I mean, sometimes I'll put it down and then pick it up later, but I watched the Danny Phantom one all the way through.
Epic base.
Yeah.
It's a really fun video, I think, in my professional opinion.
Yeah. I like the part where you said he's a phantom.
I don't think he actually said he's a phantom.
My favorite part was when Danny.
I quoted some other parts of the theme song, but I don't think I ever straight up said he's a phantom.
I like the scene where he phantomed all over the place.
That is basically every episode.
Yeah.
He pretty much just says it's Danny time, and he phantoms all over those guys. That's literally just the plot of every episode. Anyways, the question of the day.
Week. It's the question of the week because we're a weekly podcast. We're not a daily podcast. We wouldn't survive if this was a daily podcast.
We barely survive as a weekly podcast.
Yeah, we've been going for like 6 weeks now, and it's only the 5th episode.
We literally said, oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, there was a week where we skipped.
Yeah. Anyway, question of the week. If you could have one real human being guest star on the podcast, who would it be?
My immediate first idea was Jack Black.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if that would be my answer, but that was the first one that popped in my head, and I'm like, you know what? I think that would work.
Honestly, that's a really good answer. I wasn't able to think of one. I was too busy worrying about like, oh, what if he chooses someone who's dead? Would I have to be a bitch and like clarify? But then he just chosen a live guy, so like whatever. Jack Black is better than any dead man.
True.
Yeah. There's a reason why dead people are dead and Jack Black isn't.
I mean, can dead people claim to be the voice of both Poe and Bowser? I don't think so.
He was also the Psy King in Psychonauts 2.
I know he was in Psychonauts too. I don't know how they got him because usually like big name celebrities don't appear in video games.
They also have Elijah Woods in that
I can
game.
I can he isn't as big anymore, so I can kind of I can understand that.
That
But
is fair, yeah.
yeah,
But it
like if this was like the 2000s, then that would be huge. But in
right.
2020s, yeah, no, you can probably get him.
What's funny is that I think it's just
Speaking of Elijah Wood, didn't you know that he voices the main character in the hit show Over the Garden Wall? You
I
should
did know
watch it.
that, yeah.
Because I mentioned it multiple times because I need you to freaking watch Over the Garden Wall.
Did you know that he also plays Frodo in Lord of the Rings?
Yes, I even mentioned Lord of the. I literally just mentioned Lord of the Rings.
Maybe you should watch Lord of the Rings then.
I've seen Lord of the Rings.
No, you haven't. I'm
Yes,
gaslighting you.
I've
I don't
seen
know. I'm
all
talking
three
like
of them.
this. I'm so melancholy today. Probably because we're at 7 p.m. instead of 12. I've
I'm
lost all my
sorry,
energy.
okay? I'm
No,
sorry, okay?
no, it's not a call out. It happens, my guy.
I suggested recording this tomorrow.
That wouldn't have worked for me because I've got work.
Jeez, stop working, idiot.
Once this podcast starts making, I say once,
No,
more like if, you know.
no one watches. Not even our own friends watch this podcast. Okay.
Hey man, once we get that broccoli Obama clip onto like TikTok, you know, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Why don't we have an official TikTok so we can spread our broccoli racism?
I mean, I'm like, it at first started just like as a joke in my mind, but now I'm starting to seriously consider like putting like clips of the podcast over like, you know, that fucking like Subway Surfers gameplay that all the fucking like YouTube shorts are doing.
Oh, don't do that. I haven't seen any YouTube Shorts doing it, but I know TikTok is like Subway Surfers, Family Guy clips,
Minecraft
just
parkour.
Minecraft stuff, like that one weird like ball game. I don't know what it's called.
A lot of runners.
Oh, so Subway Surfers is definitely the most popular one, along with Family Guy for some reason.
Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna collab? Do you think Peter Griffin is gonna meet the kid from Subway Surfers and then they're gonna like kiss?
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in 2 years, because Family Guy is never topical, they will have, like, an episode where, like, wow, Lois, play this game with me. Why do I sound like Squidward? I sound like freaking Baldy from Baldy's Basic. Wow,
True.
Lois, did you see this hit new game where on the TikTok where we could watch me and someone, uh, I don't know,
Hey
so
Peter.
incomplete.
Peter, I'm
Hey,
playing Subway Surfers. It reminds me of back when I had legs. Peter.
He still has legs, you idiot. These don't work.
Nope, I
Ah,
lost them.
don't know your
Happened in the last episode. Are you not caught up on your Family Guy lore?
Family Guy doesn't have continuity, you idiot. So then you're not gonna just remove
What
Joe's
was your
legs.
What was your favorite Family Guy arc? Mine was the Chimera arc.
You only know that because I mentioned that in a couple of videos.
I knew about it anyway, but yeah, that's like the one thing
I'm
about Hunter x Hunter. Or sorry, I pronounced it wrong. Hunter x Hunter.
gonna kill you.
Then kill my family next, you fucking coward.
I will.
Oh.
Are
Anyways.
you gonna answer the podcast question or no?
Oh yeah, my answer is also I guess I
You
should.
can't just take mine.
But I
You
love
can't just
Jack
take
Black.
mine. I know, but everyone
Fine.
loves Jack Black, okay? Even in the hit game, your favorite game of all time, High on Life, they had a joke where it's like, I stole your two favorite people, and then the Rick and Morty Gunn, who I don't know who voices
Oh,
him. I'm sure it's like a
jeez.
really I'm sure
I'm
it's
an
a really nice
alien.
guy.
I'm a weird
Uh,
alien gun. Fourth wall joke.
yeah, the weird alien guy whose voice I don't know. I'm sure the guy who voices him is a fantastic dude. He was
I
like,
was
"Wow, they're gonna."
arrested for assaulting a woman.
He says like, they kidnapped our two favorite people. It's like, it's probably gonna be our parents. Our parents are two favorite people, and then it's Jack Black and some other person. Actually, got Jack Black for it, so that's pretty epic.
He was in that. Oh
Yeah,
man, that makes me lose a little. No, you know, no, I still respect him. He doesn't know.
he. To be fair, the clip I saw, he sounded so bored in it. He did not give his energy. Everything he does, he goes 100%. He did not give 100% for that role. So I think even he knows that it's gonna be cringe.
Do you think it was like a fucking like Cameo? You know the app where it's like they just gave him like, here's $15. Can you say this line for me?
I doubt whoever voiced the gun guy. I'm sure he's a great person, but whoever voiced the gun guy, I'm sure he was able to actually contact Jack Black.
Yeah. Do you think Jack Black helped when Justin Roiland?
Stop! 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 Stop!
Anyways, speaking of media and entertainment and violence, we're doing a. Y'all ever watch Death Battle?
Okay, genuine question. Have you ever watched Death Battle?
Sure. Not much. It's not. It was never my main like thing, but I've watched like some of the ones with like Sora in it. Like, if I saw a character,
The
I'd
only,
be.
the only one with Sora in it
I saw that one.
versus Pit.
True.
It lost, and that makes me sad, even though I agree with it.
But yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So how many have you written down?
some of these I was like, I just kind of like went to town like 1 a.m. a few nights ago. Some of these they all vary in quality. Some of these are freaking epic, but some of these are a bit meh. There's some where it's just I couldn't think of another person, but I wanted to include a character. So like on the list, it's just Yakko, Wacko, and Dodd versus, and then I put nothing because I wasn't able to think of anything.
Did you actually write down Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, or is that just a random example?
No, I did.
The one I've heard for them is Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
That would have been fuck. That's let's. You know what? Let's go with that. Who do you think would win?
um, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot kind of vary in strength, but what they've done is generally more impressive than the Eds. Like the Animaniacs like break the fourth wall and have ridiculous tune force. Ed has like mild stuff, but they don't really break the fourth wall. I'm gonna have to say the Animaniacs win. No research whatsoever, by the way.
Right. Yeah. So
Just based
Stripe
off
is
random
hearing all these
research.
for the first time. Most of these characters are characters you're pretty familiar with, so I feel like
Yeah.
you should be able to. I feel like I trust you enough to come up with an argument. Uh,
So what you're saying is like 90% of this is cartoon characters.
yes.
Yeah.
Um,
I know 2.5 of these matches that you're gonna have.
yeah. One you guessed just off the cuff, and you were incredibly spot on, and that makes me question myself. Uh,
How? Oh, can I just say what the match is right now?
yeah.
It's Marks versus Jevil.
Mark's from
Um,
Kirby, not the communist.
not Carl's and Marks.
No,
Yeah, it's Marks versus Jevil, and uh,
the Marx from Kirby
it,
fandom is dying. Retweet if you're a true Marxist.
so Spells sent me a message like I was gonna do Marks versus Dementio, but I don't know Dementio very well. Which like how, but whatever. Um, So I swapped it out with someone I know better. And I'm like, okay, who does Spells know that's close to Mark Jevil. It's Jevil, like obviously, because they're both small little uh jester demons who you think are your friends, but then they try to murder you. But like that's pretty obvious. I don't. Yeah,
But yeah, I wanted because Stripe did an episode. I'm explaining things a lot.
I did an old video
Like a
on my
year
favorite Death
ago,
Battle matchups. Yeah, it was like 20. Yeah, it was 2021, I believe, because it was for their 10th anniversary.
and I
Um,
specifically didn't want any repeats from that one. But there might be some here that are like maybe in an actual death battle. I know
yeah,
there's
it's fine.
I know there's one
I'll
where it wasn't an official death battle, but there's people who were discussing it at the very
yeah,
least.
like Death Battle has their podcast called Death Battle Cast. So
Creative name.
they probably, yeah.
I'm why am I
We're literally
insulting
called
them?
Scrape and Spells Podcast.
We're Spells and Stripe, not Stripe and Spells. If we were called Stripe and Spells, I'd fucking leave.
Anyways, so uh, I mostly disagree with that video. There's a few I like on there still, but most of them I don't agree with.
It's a fun
They're
video.
not bad.
No, you should be.
They're not bad, but they're not bad matchups. It's just I kind of evolved with my taste.
Uh, no, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to be like, it's the greatest video of all time. You
It
should
is the
watch it.
greatest video of all time that isn't the Cartoon Network commercial video. You should watch it right now.
Oh, also, ended up like briefly looking at the death battle, like just their front channel page, and I think they did one of the ones that was suggested in your video. I forget which one.
Nope, nope.
Are you sure? I swear I saw one.
100% no. You
Um,
could be thinking of like again the podcast. I think they've done some in the
oh
podcast.
yeah, I think it's
Um,
the death battle cast, because it's Finn and
yeah.
Jake versus Mordecai and Rigby.
Yes, yeah, that's a podcast. Fun fact: they actually did a poll where you could pick what matches you want, and that was on that. It didn't win, which is why they did on the podcast. But yeah, the winner was Bill Cipher versus Discord, which I think is pretty cool.
Bill Cipher, oh, from Discord from My Little
You
Pony.
you know who Bill Cipher is? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Discord from My Little Pony.
Discord,
I'm howling at the moon, I'm sleeping in the
middle of a
summer
summer
afternoon.
afternoon. Discord,
Discord, what in heaven
whatever
did
we
you do?
do. So
Make you take a roll away. Discord.
Marks versus Jeffel.
um, Joel gets horrifically and utterly murdered so hard. Like Jesus, there is nothing he can do
But
to
he
Marks.
controls everything.
Yeah, but he can't beat a freaking child, a goat, and Susie.
Yeah. I mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, it's even like when he beat him, it's kind of implied he's just like, okay, I give up now. Not a,
Yeah,
like a.
but we can't like stretch to be like, oh yeah, he could definitely murder. He could definitely beat Marks, who is at least solar system level. At best, he's like universal. There's nothing you can do to freaking stop Marks against Jevil. And Jevil's Marks is far faster, so yeah, Jevil stands no chance.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I know. I know some bits. I know Jeffel.
It is a fun fight.
Yeah. I think it would be fun to watch like animated, but it's not.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that good for like a discussion.
yeah.
So I don't know why I wrote it down, but oh well.
Hey, it's fine. I'm sure you don't know the scaling of these characters very well.
I know some of them. Here's let me start with a good one because I think this is one of my favorites. Number one, versus Skipper.
Oh.
They're both the leader of their respective groups. They're both
these
badasses.
two, I usually hear number one versus either the Teen Titans, like the Candy versus Teen Titans, or for number one specifically, I've heard him versus Kim Possible.
Okay, so first of all, it's pronounced Numba.
You think I don't know K and D lore? I just can't speak.
I literally have it written down in my phone as Numbuh.
That is how it's spelled. But anyways, I'm just not good at talking. And for Skipper, I see him put up against Platypus.
That makes
I do
sense.
like, I do like number one versus Skipper.
Thank you.
As for who wins, um, the let's be super duper generous to Skipper. Uh, that's like really nice to him. Okay, that's just treat him right. That's pull him close. That's a whisper essentially into his ear, and we can say, you know what, Skipper, you can harm Rico, who has once eaten an atomic bomb. Let's say you're that level. So number one, uh, he can fight Father, and Father once burned a hole through Earth.
Me after Taco Bell.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna lean over towards number one here. I do think Skipper probably can take him. I think Skipper might have something in his arsenal that can take number one. That can take Nigel, if you will. But I think when it comes to who's number one, it's number one.
Yeah, I was also leaning towards that because also I feel like number one just has like more fighting experience. Because most of Skipper's like misadventures, they're just shenanigans. Like
Yeah,
his biggest enemy is like what evil Doctor Blowhole, and like who cares?
and Blowhole stomps him every time they fight. So
Yeah, I feel like number one could have number one would have taken the
number
shot.
one probably has like more experience as well, like
Yeah,
with different like he's fought Father, he's fought freaking Grandma Stuffins, Evil Cat Lady, Sticky Beard. Yeah, I think he's fought more experience. Well, it's pretty much just animals for Skipper, and even then,
right.
most the animals like his size. He lost the fight against the freaking giant rat. He lost the fight against the giant snake. He lost the fight against the walrus. Yeah, I think number one takes us.
Yeah, makes sense. Uh, Now for the one where because there was one where I most of these I try to make sure Stripe knew him, but one of the ones where it's like, this is a really funny bit, but I don't know if Stripe knows his character, so I was like, hey Stripe, do you know Cujo? Um, do you want to guess who I have Cujo fighting?
Is it a character right now?
Yes.
Okay. Is it Courage?
No, but that's fucking grand.
um.
But you're thinking close to what I was thinking.
Is it a Muttley from Wacky Races?
From what?
Wacky Races, Muttley.
Oh,
I don't know why that's the first thing about. Is it Scrappy Doo?
no! Oh my god, these are all so much better. Why am I having you guess?
I'm just thinking like, what dogs would I know that you would
No,
know that would find funny?
the
Okay,
my thought process wasn't dog versus dog. It
dog.
was cat versus dog.
Is it either Heathcliff? Is it Heathcliff?
No, it's Puss in Boots.
Oh my god. Okay, so we have a pretty basically just a normal dog who's like insane
Right.
versus a cat who can fend off actual literal death. And he has a sword.
Yeah, but Cujo got them pip. What kind of dog is
Cujo
Cujo?
is Cujo's a Saint Bernard, so
Did you just know that off the top of your head?
yes.
Oh wow, my god, you're right. Oh,
So yeah, so I'm sorry. This I know I've said the other two are stomps. This is the hardest stomp. Like I can't even try to like be be generous this time. It's just straight up freaking Guido's dead. Puss in Boots just cuts his head off and doesn't even think about it. Just casually go gets groceries after. Like I'm sorry, Kudo's freaking dead. He fought a giant, like an actual literal giant. There's nothing Cujo can do.
I mean, he could bite him.
I don't think a bite would kill him. And even then, depending on like what time, where does this take place in the timeline of Shrek? Because if it takes place before Puss in Boots 2, then he has 9 lives. Like, even if
Oh, that's
somehow
true.
somehow Cujo kills him,
That's a good
Puss just
point.
Puss just comes back and cuts his head off. But even then, I don't see that happening because Puss is just way too strong, and he's way faster. So yeah, no, horrific, utter god stop in favor of Puss.
Okay. I've got to find a hard one here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one has a bit of backstory because I have a very strong opinion on this one, but I was arguing with a friend at work the other day who was the wrong opinion, but I want to see your take because I feel like you'll know the truth behind this one. Scrooge McDuck versus Mr. Krabs. Battle of
Okay,
the Richie Riches.
what version of Scrooge is this?
2017 David Tennant.
Okay. Is now when I tell you your answer does not matter because Krabs takes this and it's not even close.
Are you serious?
Do you know the insane stuff SpongeBob himself can do?
But Scrooge is tougher than the Toughies, my guy.
Yeah, but
Smarter
SpongeBob is
than
not tough.
the Smarties.
Yeah, but SpongeBob not tough, not smart, yet he has done ridiculous stuff. He's at least planet level, and Mr. Krabs is generally considered stronger than him. So I really want the bat for Scrooge here because I don't know, I just feel like in a story, if we were writing this, I feel like it would be more satisfying if Scrooge won. But no, Mr. Krabs takes this.
But what if Scrooge uses his little pogo cane and goes do do
Yeah,
do
yeah.
do do do
You know how strong
do?
Krabs' shell is?
Well, that's why
We already
Scrooge is
established.
tougher than the Toughies. Come on.
Oh, frick, you're right. I take everything back. Scrooge wins.
I mean, isn't Scrooge like incredibly strong?
No, he's definitely strong, but he's not. I feel like I think he's like building level,
Hmm.
maybe
All
city
right.
block. I would definitely say he's far smarter. And you know, if this is not a fight to the death, if this is just who would win, I think you could actually argue Scrooge because
Wow.
he. What is Mr. Krabs' biggest weakness?
Money.
Money. He loves money. What
Money,
does
money, money.
what does Scrooge McDuck always have on his body at every single second? Money. He can very easily distract Krabs with the money. He can do
You
one
can
of two
just
things.
pay off Mr. Krabs. I love that.
Okay, one of three things. One of three things. He could pay off Mr. Krabs. He could literally just like throw some of his money into like a wood chipper, and then Krabs dies after it, and he dies. And then the third one is because you specifically said this is 2017. It is established that somehow we don't know how he does it, so this is up to debate. But Scrooge can seal like physical people away because he sealed what's her name Magica into his dime. So while Krabs is distracted, he can just like bibbidi boom, you're now in a pillow or something. I don't know. And boom, Mr. Krabs can't do anything. He's just stuck in a pillow for the rest of his life.
That is true. Scrooge does have magic. I
Yeah,
feel like
so
that's a very good point to
in a
make.
fight to the death, Krabs. In a fight, Scrooge.
You know what? I can live with that. I can live with that one. Because I was batting hard for my boy Scrooge.
Yeah, I
Most
really wish I could say Scrooge because I just feel like that would be a more satisfying answer.
Mostly just out
But
of my love for David Tennant.
that's fair.
All right. Now, here's one. This is a very serious one, right? The
Okay, so
results of what you could say here, like, if you end up saying the wrong answer, wars could happen, alright? Like, imagine a sniper perched on a tree aiming right at your head right now,
What do you
because
mean
this is the
imagine?
equivalent to that. Jake
You're gonna
from
nail it.
State Farm versus Flo from Progressive.
This is not what I was expecting. Um,
You know
so I
those two,
don't know
right?
the
You know the
exact. I
commercials?
don't. I don't know the exact stats of these two, but from the commercials I've seen, Flo has some stuff that she can do. Um, she has a robot. She I think she kept up with Sonic at one point.
I do vaguely remember something about that.
Yeah.
Wait, let me.
And Jake, he sits in a chair
And he wears khakis.
and he wears khakis, which you know what? I'll give him the fashion point, but I'm gonna have to probably say Flo.
Yeah, there was a Sonic Progressive commercial. That's. Jake from State Farm never met Sonic, and therefore he's a fucking beta.
Yeah, I'm saying Flo. Flo takes this.
Flo takes it? Okay.
Flo takes it. Is the sniper pleased?
We'll see in about 5 minutes. He's got to radio his boss first and make sure he talks to the higher ups. But
Okay. Well,
this might be the last episode of the Spells and Stripe podcast.
we say that every episode.
Yeah, but this one's because it's not because we're quit, it's because you're gonna die.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the next question?
Mega Man versus Samus. I feel like this has to have been done before, but
Oh, everyone's done this.
I
No one
figured.
can agree on the answer.
Well, you can make the correct answer right here, right now, on the official Spells and Stripe podcast.
I'm pretty sure I actually kind of answered this in a way back like years ago when I did the who who could you beat in Smash Bros.
Ooh.
If they were real, yeah, because I know obviously both of those characters were on there.
Don't spoil Smash Bros for me, jeez. I haven't.
So, huh, hmm. Are we giving them everything they ever had?
Um. Well, if you give them everything they've ever had, like, Samus has had like planet destroying weaponry like on her suit before.
Yeah, I
And
think
we're
both
giving
are planet
Samus the
level.
suit, obviously, right? If it was just
Yeah,
Zero Suit Samus versus Mega Man, then like she's just like a really agile chick, right?
yeah. I'm
Let's give Samus like let's give them the standards, you know. Mega Man's got the pea shooter. Samus has like she can turn into a
that's kind
ball,
of what
shoot little
I mean.
missiles.
Like, what weapons are we giving Mega Man?
Um,
Because as far as I'm aware, he's only one of the two with time stop. So he can just time stop, throw out a bunch of weapons, and then call it a day.
oh, that was a thing in the recent one. Ooh, that does change stuff. Because I feel like without that, Samus kind of stomps.
I don't think it's a stomp. I think it's really close.
I
I
think
don't know the speed of these two. I think they're both around planet level for strength. I would say, I don't know who has more experience.
oh, Samus easily.
Yeah, but Mega Man has fought what at this point like 100 different Robot Masters, all with
Just
different powers.
yeah, if we were just talking about the main game, but Samus is like she's she's fucking hardcore, you know.
I really don't know about this
All
one.
her life, she's been, you know, basically a fucking bounty hunter.
That's true, and she also had Chozo training.
Right.
You know, I really don't know. Everything doesn't go either way.
I feel like I'm leaning towards
I know
Samus.
you're batting Sam. I know you're batting Samus. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Hmm. All right, that's fair. We'll we'll just go with my answer, Samus, on that one, and then unless we want
Sure.
to change it later. But
Yeah.
all
Unless
right.
it would be like, oh, hey, actually, in Mega Man 7, didn't you know that Mega Man blew up the multiverse?
Whoa.
Then he reset it?
To be fair,
Yeah.
there's a
But,
lot of fucking Mega Man out there. Like
yeah.
obviously there's the main 11 games, but there's spin-off after spin-off, right?
Yeah, well, the
Like what even
spin-offs
the fuck
usually
is a
don't
Battle
include Mega
Network? I don't know.
Man. That's not Mega Man. That's not the Mega Man.
Yeah. Then there's like Mega
If
Man.
it was Battle Network, oh, this would be a horrific stop in his favor. He murders
Really?
Sam. But yeah,
Really?
he's Universal. Yeah, yeah, he's like Universal,
Dead
possibly multiversal.
ass?
Seriously.
But he's just like a computer program, ain't he?
No, he is ridiculous. He brutally murders Samus in cold blood.
Whoa. Okay.
It's Talking Death Battle. They actually did a battle royale of the 5 Mega Men. Um, yeah,
And
and
Battle
he
Network
won.
1?
Yeah, so I recommend watching that when we have the time. I think it's a pretty good episode.
Okay.
I think it was Battle Network. Might have been. I think yeah, it was Battle Network. Yeah.
All right. That's interesting. And speaking of Smash Bros characters, Link versus Pit.
Oh, this really depends on what version of Link.
Let's um who do you think is the strongest version of Link?
Hmm. I think there's an argument for Majora's Mask.
With the three
If only
masks?
because, yeah, if only because of the First deity.
Oh, that's true. I was
Overall, I
also
actually heard.
thinking Breath of the Wild because I feel like he's
I if we're talking like lore strength, I've heard that there's argument for, I believe, Skyward Sword to be like universal.
that
Uh,
makes sense
okay,
actually.
if we're using uh Breath of the Wild pit, not Link. Oh, I don't really know. I think that's probably the most even one. Um,
Ooh, I'm proud of myself for that one then.
yeah. I believe Pitt's like country level. There's an argument to make him uh possibly like solar system, but the argument's kind of weak.
Right. Did you say country level?
Yeah.
You said that, and my first thought was immediately like Pit just sing like a fucking like a country song. Pit
I
wearing
mean,
like
yeah,
the cowboy hat, the cowboy boots.
you do have to be really strong to make it through a country song. I hate country music so much. And I believe Link's actually around that, but a bit higher speed wise. I don't know. I'm gonna probably assume Pit takes speed.
Pit can also
So if
fly,
Pit can also fly, and I feel like
but
he has a lot more like. Oh, but but the time stop. But he won't be able to time stop it if he's faster. Which I'm pretty sure he is faster.
here's
I'm
the
gonna
thing.
say if it's Pit versus Breath of the Wild Link, I'm gonna very, very, very slightly say Pit.
Well, here's the thing against Pit, which he may not have considered. He don't know how to read. He
That
never
doesn't
learned.
matter. Yeah, that doesn't matter in this fight.
Yeah, but it's a funny reference, so you should laugh.
No, because that's not gonna that doesn't have any point in this fight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's nothing like it's not like freaking Link's to be like, boom, here's the book of destruction. If you can't read this book, you'll die. And Pit's like, I don't know how to read. Then he just blows up. No, he doesn't have that ability, you idiot.
You don't have to be mean about it.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna cry about that later. But first, this one I actually wrote today because I wanted to include one of these characters, but I didn't know a good pairing, and then you reminded me of a good pairing. So, Vlad from Danny Phantom versus Vilgax. Because they're both like,
Um,
they both started out as the big bad, but like, near the end of their series, you stop giving a shit about them.
Yeah, they went through like massive villain decay.
Yeah.
Uh, with Vilgax, he became more of a joke,
I
and
mean,
with Vlad, he becomes the mayor, and like like for Vlad used to be like he's like appears like once maybe every 10 episodes, and when that episode happens, like wow, I was not expecting that. This is so much darker. But in season 3, it's like he's in every episode, and it's just looks like friggin' Danny is just gonna Fortnite dance on his corpse for like 20 minutes. Um, but okay, Vlad versus Vilgax. Vilgax is one of the most annoying characters of Power Scale.
oh really?
Ever. Because
Glad
let's
I
see.
chose him then.
Yeah, because sometimes he can put up a decent match against like some of the lower tiered Ben 10 aliens, like freaking like forearms and whatnot. Um, Other times he can do like pretty good against some mid level ones, like what's his name, Humongousaur. Other times he can take a full attack from Ben's best aliens, like freaking way big and Atomics and Atomic X, the fusion of Atomics and Alien X. So
When did they fuse? They
it was
fused? They
it
fuse
was
now?
like Ben 10,000. His ability is like he can fuse his two
Oh,
aliens.
that's
And
right.
yeah, so
Damn, I just got called out for being a fake Ben 10 fan.
big Ben 10 fan. I can't believe it. Huh. Hmm. I
Think, Stripe,
believe.
think.
Where does Vlad scale? Or Denny Phantom, I guess, should be the main question. I've heard like around like like large country level for.
Because here's the thing about the two. Because I don't know much about Vlad specifically. I feel like I have a good grasp of Danny because I've seen episodes, but I don't think I've seen one with Vlad in it. I feel like Ben 10. I mean, I know Ben 10 could easily defeat Danny Phantom. I feel like that's a pretty fair assumption to make.
It really depends on like what alien he uses.
Right, true. Because I mean, even I feel like even like not considering Alien X, I feel like Ben 10 stomps, but that might just be my bias.
I don't know. Danny can. Well, Ben has like fought like Ghost. He's fought Ghost Freak. He's fought Zscare, who is the same person for. Uh. So I feel like he could probably take. And you know what? Freaking. You know who else fought Zscare at one time, and he also fought Ghost Freak, obviously. Vilgax.
True.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to lean towards Vilgax because at their height, he's the strongest. He's also a bit he, Vilgax tends to go for the kill while Vlad tends to frick around a bit. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna say Vilgax.
Oh, I'm reading some of these, and you can just see my brain deteriorating as I go on.
Yeah. If you have another one like Animaniacs, where you didn't know what to put them against, you can say their name and I'll try to give you one. But
Um. Oh, one that I
let's see who
really
else I
wanted to do. There was one I really wanted to do, but I couldn't figure out anyone to pair him up against. Matt Pat versus.
got. um, I've heard there's an argument that he's like Universal
Wait, what?
because in I think the Mario Maker episode, he I think it's like he accounted for like up like here. Let me try to look up. Give me 1 second.
Oh my god.
It's who we should fight. Do you know who Noggin is?
No.
Oh, better idea. Michael Vsauce.
True. That's just true.
I don't know where he scales. I don't watch a lot of Vsauce. I think he's pretty much just like a normal guy. But Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see. Where does MatPat scale? We must know. Where does the Matthew Patthew scale?
Oh, this is the most important question that's ever been asked on the Spells and Stripe podcast, which is saying a lot because we have a question of the week.
Let's see, Matthew Patthew. Oh, okay. I guess I was He is at least small city level, likely island level for Matthew Patthew. Can break through Master Chief's and Minecraft Steve's armor. Casually flicked away a bullet bill that is capable of killing non-Super Mario Galaxy Mario. Non-Super Mario Galaxy Mario has feats within this range and can increase his stats even further via power-ups. Note this feat was before MatPat downgraded its power to half that. Okay, so I guess he's a small city at likely island level.
Oh. Oh, MatPat.
Oh, no. Okay. Range, melee, planetary via gravity manipulation, universal plus via mathematic multiplication. That's probably what I was thinking with the freaking Mario Maker thing.
Oh, he's universal?
His range is universal. So no matter where you are in the universe, he can grab you. He can attack you.
No matter where you are, no matter how far you run, no matter where you hide, he will find you.
Ness may not be a skeleton, but you will soon be.
There is no God, there is only Matthew Patthew. He gave Pope the Undertale. He gave Undertale to the Pope as a warning.
He gave Pope the Undertale.
The Undertale is my favorite sexual position. Anyways.
What's the next question?
Here's another one I'm fond of. Luz and Amity versus She-Ra and Catra. That's a good one, right?
That is a good one.
Put the lesbians against each other.
Amity's not loses by, first of all. And second of all,
aren't we all?
No, I'm asexual.
Oh, just me then.
Peridot versus Lilith, but the question.
Oh, I really wanted to do one versus Lilith not Lilith, fucking Edith versus somebody, but I couldn't figure out a good one for Edith.
First off, let me finish.
Sorry.
Second off, the question isn't who would win in a fight. The question is whose sexuality can be more ignored by fans so they can ship them with people.
That's not at all the question. The question is who would win in a fight. I feel like I've been pretty clear about this. It's called death battle, not gay battle.
Specifically true for Lilith versus Peridot. Who would win and who would get their sexuality ignored more? The question is 100%. The answer is 100% Peridot, by the way.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I feel like Lapidot is still a super popular ship. Well, I feel like Lilith only ever gets really shipped with like Hootie and Dave, whatever his name is. Steve.
The scout. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a fake Owl House fan, I guess.
Yeah. Even then, both of those ships are pretty mild because most people respect Lilith. No one respects Peridot apparently, because freaking Lapidot is everywhere, and I hate Lapidot. It's my least favorite ship that isn't like illegal. I freaking despise Lapidot so much. Well, like every single character in that show is a lesbian. Can we just have one Arrow Ace character?
So, anyways, She-Ra. Lumity versus She-Ra and Catra. Do they have a ship name? She-Ra, She-Tra, She-Catra.
Catdora.
I forgot. That's a good one.
That's their official ship name.
Yeah. Who would win in a fight? Lumity versus Catdora. Catdora sounds like a Star Wars planet name.
I think both Cadoras, both components of Cadora, I think they're only like building level, maybe.
She-Ra is
Um,
definitely building level. Because we're assuming she's full She-Ra, not not her basic bitch form.
yeah. Did you say she's definitely more than building or building?
Oh, dude, I saw She-Ra when it came out, my guy. Like,
Oh, did I? I need to rewatch it most because I want to make a video on it. Um,
yeah,
I'm gonna probably say Lumity
really.
because I know their magic can do some pretty ridiculous things. Both in terms of strength, which I feel like would probably be above where I put Ghidorah, but more notably because they just have so much like stuff they can do.
That is true.
Yeah, and like what's freaking Ghidorah gonna do when they try to like cut through Amity and she just becomes slime, just slimes all over them. So yeah,
Other
I'm gonna probably say Lumity.
Okay. I am trying to think of a rebuttal because the podcast needs to be longer, but I can't. Okay. Okay, so here's a really.
Didn't you say you had like a bunch of these fights?
Oh, I
We
saw.
can
Yeah,
probably.
I have a few more. Yeah. Um,
I'm
this
trying to
one,
say is stop ignoring that Paradox Airways, guys, please.
true.
Anyways, what one are you gonna say?
Okay, so your Forger from Spy X Family, right? Versus Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong rips her in half.
No.
Like there's nothing Yor can do. What's the connection, first of all, or is this just because you wanted to use Yor?
Uh, their connection is kind of just how different they are, but they're both super fucking strong.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, one can kick a volleyball pretty far, and the other can punch the moon out of orbit.
Yor could do that too. You don't
No, she
know.
can't. She can't even survive in space. No, I'm sorry. Freaking Donkey Kong just moves his hand once, and yours torso is clean off.
She is faster though.
No, she's not.
Is she not?
No, she's definitely not. She's superhuman speed, I think. And Donkey Kong, he is a massively faster than light. I am sorry. Yours is horrifically murdered. You won't even be able to tell that bloody thing on the ground is your. Donkey Kong murders her. Donkey Kong literally just reaches his arms off, claps once, and Yor just ceases to exist. You're just all memory of Yor is suddenly erased. She got banana slammed so hard.
Wait, why is she that fat? Why is Donkey Kong that fast? Donkey Kong. He's.
Because Mario games are insane. Donkey Kong games are insane. I'm sorry. He rips her in half. He pulls out his coconut gun. It fires in spurts. It hits her. It's gonna hurt. Yours dead. Yours so freaking dead.
Damn, I really thought it'd be a bit more even than that. I
It is
forgot about
not
the moon
even.
thing. I'll be fully real. I forgot about the moon thing.
Did you just assume Donkey Kong's like just a gorilla?
I mean,
I feel like York could probably kill like a normal gorilla, but Donkey Kong, there's no chance.
I feel like York could get at least Diddy Kong, you know?
No, because Diddy Kong also knocked the moon out of orbit.
Oh fucking Christ! Maybe the moon's just weak, you know? Maybe Donkey Kong just has a weak moon.
No, because again, they also scaled a Mario. Mario's ridiculous. So
Oh my god!
yeah, Yor is so dead. I have heard. What I thought you were going to say was Yor versus the bride from Kill Bill, which I know is a pretty popular match. Um,
Oh, I saw Kill Bill like back in middle school. I don't
for,
remember that shit at all.
the bride is like very standard. Like she has a sword. She's
Yeah.
decently strong, but yeah.
I remember the scene
But
where she like cuts off a dude's scalp, and I remember being like, "Whoa, she cut off a dude's scalp." But I feel
yeah,
like your wins though, because yours just a
yeah. No,
fucking
your wins
menace.
that. Your wins that, but she does not win against Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong. I am sorry.
All right.
Your gets brutally murdered. I'm so sorry.
Okay. There's a few more. Actually, there's just one more where the fun of this one was the absolute juxtaposition. Um. So we've got Master Oogway from
Oh
Kung Fu
boy.
Panda versus Doom
Versus
Guy.
why?
Just the idea of like
I thought you were gonna say like Uwe versus like all four turtles.
that's a
Team and
fun
T.
one. But my thinking was
Just
just
because
thinking
Master
all the
Master.
scenes of Master Oogway where it's
Oh,
like the calm music and just like he has that like peaceful like aura to him. Just imagine that combined with the fucking
oh, so have you seen my video where I updated all my old Smash videos?
no. Maybe yes.
Um, probably have, you just don't remember it, which is fine.
Yeah, vaguely.
So, do you know what the term low complex multiversal means?
No.
That is that is stronger than multiverse. That's stronger than destroying a multiverse.
And
And
Oogway
Doom
is
Guy is
that?
that.
Oh, Doom Guy
No,
is that.
if you want to wank Oogway a lot, you can get him to multiversal, just multiversal. But that's only if you scale him to the non-canon TV show version of Poe and just Poe, which I don't think he scales to. So
How is Doom Guy that strong though?
okay, let me. He fought a guy, who was a primordial being of the void, capable of molding said void into his creation. The void contains multiple infinite-sized multiversal structures that he himself created. And Doom Guy killed that guy.
Okay. That's yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah. But like what if Uruguay gave him the whooshy finger hold?
I don't think he'd be strong enough
Damn.
or fast enough. I'm pretty sure Doom Guy's just
Doom Guy's pretty
ridiculous. So
fast.
I'm sorry. I really want to say Uguay here because I love him so much as a character, but he's dead.
That is true. Um th- uh here there's a few more here, but now we're here, what's a good one? Oh. Itadori versus Denji from Chainsaw Man. Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, that's actually a really popular match.
That one I knew was popular.
Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, it makes sense. I think I have an answer for this.
You specifically told me to not look into like Chainsaw Man like strength.
What?
Yeah, because I was I don't know what the conversation was. Let me try to find our conversation.
I told you not to look
Um,
into Chainsaw Man's strength.
yeah.
I don't remember doing that.
Oh yeah, it was. I posted an image of like Courage, and I believe what's the girl's name? Kanabi,
Oh,
uh,
Kobeni.
Kobeni.
Pretty sure.
And somehow we got to saying like, oh, Courage would just murder everyone and change something. And you're like, oh no, I know you said Courage can blow up the sun, but I'm pretty sure there's something in Chainsaw Man that's better than that. So without
We've seen the
any
anime though, right now?
but the anime is only 12 episodes long. Like at this point, most people don't even. Okay, everyone knows that Makima is the villain.
Oh
It's not
wait,
even
does it not even get to the part where Makima's uh, doing like
it just barely does. Like it
oh
just barely reveals that she's evil.
okay,
Yeah.
because I read the
So,
manga.
yeah. So that's so I'm
So just basing it off the first season, who do you think?
I'm gonna probably say Um, I don't know either scales out of my head. Um,
Because
just based off like what they fight, I'm gonna assume. Oh, I don't know.
I it's interesting that you don't know this one because I know this one, but I don't want to spoil it. And I didn't realize
I
that the anime was.
I'm gonna
I thought the anime was told the entire first part, but apparently that's not true. So it's like, dang,
I'm gonna slightly lean towards how do you say it?
Itadori.
Midori. Thank you. I'm not good with words.
Yeah, because Itadori, he's fucking strong.
Yeah, I I don't know. I'm gonna assume they're pretty similar because most people say this is a pretty fair debate.
How
I just don't know where they specifically scale to.
how caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen are you?
What I should be caught up. I watched the anime back in like 2021. Has there been a new season since then?
Not that I'm aware of because I read the manga for that one too.
Oh frick. I'm pretty caught up. I saw the movie that came out.
Oh, I
Um,
wanted to, but I didn't.
yeah. Um, yeah. I'm gonna probably say Itadori. Um, I'm also gonna say 100%. They both definitely lose to Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't care what you say.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
what do they? What do they have? Like, but you said, oh, they could beat Courage blowing up the sun by screaming. So please tell me what in Chainsaw Man can compete with blowing up the sun by screaming?
Honestly, a lot, but
Oh, from what I've heard, it's kind of a fodder verse.
uh,
Fodder as in it's not very strong.
there's some fellas, but I can see why you'd say that.
Blowing up the sun.
Yeah,
The sun.
Denji could eat the sun,
Courage could probably eat the sun too.
probably.
Okay, so what's the next
So
one?
we're going pretty close, but uh
Be close to what?
Itadori versus Denji, they're pretty close, but
Yeah,
Itadori might.
pretty close. I'm gonna lean towards Itadori.
Okay, I'm leaning towards Denji, but that's fine. So here's another one. Jenny.
I don't research these characters because I don't want to get spoiled on their
Right.
shows.
Yeah. Then we have.
You're farther into it than I am.
Huh?
Jenny, I'm gonna assume Wakeman.
Jenny. From My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Jenny Wakeman. Yeah, I literally just saw that show like less than a week ago. So
Who do you think I'm
ready.
pitting her up against? Let's have a little
I
fun here.
always hear against Mega Man, but you already said Mega Man.
Yeah. There's
Let's
no
hear against
duplicates.
Robot Boy from the show Robot Boy, but I've not seen Robot Boy, so
No.
um,
I feel like you. I feel like you know. You, I feel like as soon as I say, it'll be like, oh yeah, of course, Bell shows that one.
what's a spells character?
Absolutely.
Is it freaking Spamton?
No, it's Generator Rex.
Oh, oh, oh! That's actually a pretty good matchup. I like that.
Thank you.
General Direct Stomps.
Yeah.
He's universal.
Wait, really?
Yep.
I need to rewatch that show.
If we're talking about them at like the end of their series, he's universal. Jenny's definitely impressive. Don't get me wrong, but and also Rex is far more skilled. He's got a lot. He knows his tech way better. He tends. I think that they're both in like enough fights, but I'm gonna say Rex. I do like this match though, mostly because I just love both of these shows.
Yeah. Actually,
Did you watch Teenage Robot growing up?
it was never my. It was a show that I really wanted to watch, but because it was about a teenage girl, I was like, no, I can't watch that. My parents can't find me watching that. But I always remember just like really liking the art style and just like I always kind of wanted to watch it, but then I kind of ended up only like seeing a few episodes.
I'm asking because there was like a viral post on Twitter that was a picture of the show and be like, it said, if you watched this show as a kid, what name did you choose it for yourself? It's very popular. People think it's like a trans metaphor, which the
Yeah,
creator has said it's not because trans issues weren't as big back then. But he does appreciate that people think that way.
yeah. Which you know what,
Um,
it it's a it's a nice interpretation at the
it
very
is very
least.
nice interpretation. Yeah, and
Um,
less than halfway through, like I appreciate the first season, like the whole like running issue between Jenny and her mom was she wants to be called Jenny, but her mom calls her XJ9. Um, and like I think like 10 episodes in, her mom finally is like, "That's Jenny. That's my daughter.
aw,
Not a robot that I made. That is my actual daughter." I'm like, you know what? I like this interpretation. Is it accurate? Was it what they were planning? No, but you know what? This is a really nice interpretation. I approve of this.
yeah. It definitely gets a lot of the same feelings, even if it was a little unintentional. But you know what?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I'm a guy who looks at like every cartoon character and be like, you have the autism.
you are gay.
I
I
don't
know
think
what
that.
you are. Yeah. Uh,
I watched SpongeBob like, he's just like me for real. Noodle Jr. just like me for real. Even as an adult, Marcy Wu just like me for real. Peridot just like me for real.
to be fair, Peridot is just you for real.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Except people actually accept that that I'm asexual.
Right. Which
I
is
hate Lapidots so much.
funny because the character, the Steven Universe character that I most closely relate to is Lapis. So, anyways,
You ship Lapidot?
um, I used to find it cute, mostly just because I liked Lapis, but I didn't know about the asexual thing. As soon as I learned, I dropped it.
Yeah. Honestly, that was my thoughts too.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, Lapis, they're both cute characters, and I like seeing cute people hug. You know.
I just want the one singular Arrow Ace character to be recognized
I do too. I would love
in its
that.
entire history.
If there was a scene in Steven Universe where Lapis or Peridot was like, yeah, I'm not really into romance or
It would be so easy to put it in. Like literally, like she always watches like those romance, like those rom coms and romance shows. Just have Steven be like, "Hey, Peridot, have you ever had interest in getting with someone?" And Peridot be like, "No, I'm not interested in romance, but I love watching it." Boom. Don't need to make a full episode about it. Just that one line solves everything.
that would have been nice. Yeah,
Yeah, but instead we have Cartoon Network posting not one but four different images, shipping her with Lapis. One with Amethyst, but
Amethyst.
yeah,
I don't get the
it's so.
Amethyst one. Amethyst is
I think
also low key asexual, but let's not get into that.
let's get into that right now. Tell me every character you think is. No, I mean that can be another episode. What's the
It
next
really
fight?
could.
What?
Huh? It really. I said it really could.
Yeah,
Head
I'd be okay with it.
headcanons. We could do a lot with headcanons. That could be fun.
Most are just me screaming, "This character is autistic," lovingly. If you don't know, I have to stress that.
Yeah. You have
Watch my Marcy
autism.
video.
I have pronouns.
That's really going to be like that should really be our um like our tagline.
Okay. Right. Yeah. If I ever.
Anyways, our thing is about fighting people. So who's going to fight
Yes.
next?
After that lovely discussion about
I'm sorry that I hate
asexuality
laptops so much.
and just the nature of romance, William Afton versus Shaggy.
Shaggy's got a lot of ridiculous stuff.
But William always comes back.
I'm gonna still say Shaggy, because he's done a lot of stuff. Okay, the Black Knight, this or samurai or something like that. Trained warrior. His entire life he's been slicing stuff and dicing stuff. He's got a sword that can cut a bridge in half,
Right.
hot dog style, not hamburger. Shaggy pulls a sword that he never used, and nearly beats him.
My goat.
And of course he's got stupid cartoon powers. So 100%, I'm gonna go with the Shag Master.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he's gonna zoinks all over William Afton.
But I did that one because they're both voiced by Matthew Lillard. They're both played by Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
But Matthew,
I got the connection.
Yeah.
Immediately. I'm surprised you didn't throw in the guy from Scream.
Because that's just William Afton, but lamer.
Yeah.
Slightly gayer William Afton. That's all he is.
Anyways, what's the next fight?
Matthew Lillard was also one character in season 3 of Twin Peaks, but he gets his head blown up, so that's kind of an L. Spoiler alert for Twin Peaks, but also I didn't understand that scene anyways, and neither will you.
You think I'm going to watch Twin Peaks?
Honestly, I would be interested to see your reaction to that show.
That could be a later video or something. I don't know.
I wanted to... I mean, I won't, but I started watching Twin Peaks and I was like, I wonder if I could turn this into like a video idea. And then I didn't, but also I just really like Twin Peaks now.
That's because you're never going to make another video, ever.
I've been cooking. Anyways.
I did not know that, but that's for later.
Yeah. Here, let me pull up another one. We'll go, looking at this, I think we're going to do 2 more. Then we should be able to call it an episode.
Okay.
This one, this one is just purely, this one's purely because of my biases and the characters that I like. Spider-Man versus Tifa.
I hate Spider-Man scaling so much.
Oh, dude. Oh, that makes sense.
He's fought everyone.
That
if
is
you could
true.
think of a Marvel character, Spider-Man has fought them.
Has he fought Obama?
Probably. Tifa's probably stronger on average. Like if we just look at Spider-Man in his own comics, then I'm gonna probably say Tifa.
Right.
But if we go through the entire Marvel multiverse, which you should, because all Marvel stories are canon, but like he's canonically an Avenger, I'm gonna probably say Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Man, like let's stick to like specifically like Insomniac Spider-Man.
Oh, it's Insomniac Spider-Man. Then Tifa just murders him.
Are you really?
Yeah, she's far stronger. She's far faster. The one upside he has is Spider Sense. That's not gonna do much when one punch from Tifa just spatters him.
I don't know if I fully believe it's that 1-to-1, or if it's that much of a stomp, but
Tifa's like universal.
Is she?
Or at the very bare minimum, she's solar system, because she takes the supernova attack. Bare minimum, that's Tifa.
That is true.
Versus Spider-Man, who I think is like building level in that game.
Yeah, probably. He does.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Tifa just claps and dies.
Yeah. Which I would like to see that. For sexual reasons, obviously. But, yeah, no.
I can leave. No, I don't have to be here. I have other stuff I can do with my life.
That was a joke, by the way.
You're not funny.
Oh. Why are you telling me just now? Why have we recorded this many of the podcasts?
I have told you you're not funny several times. Anyways, what's the next match?
Yeah. All right, here's the last one. And I specifically saved this for the last one. Everything else has been just kind of random. But this is the last one because this has to do with one of your favorite characters, from one of I think your favorite series of all time. Um, and is also
I know this is going. This is Susie versus Susie, isn't it?
huh?
Is it Susie versus Susie?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, we could do Susie versus Susie. Want to do Susie versus Susie real quick?
No, because it'd be the same exact thing as Marks versus Jevil. Like literally the exact same thing.
Susie from Robobot stomps.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway,
might be a bit closer because not even a bit. Like uh, Susie would be stronger because chapter 2 makes her a bit stronger, but she still gets brutally murdered. There's not even a reason to debate this.
okay. That's what I figured. That's
Kirby
why
Susie wins.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, so well,
your ride or
here's one of
die.
my favorite series.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
your main homeboy is Kirby, but now
Yes.
my main homeboy is from one of
Sora.
my favorite. Yeah, Sora. Sora versus Kirby.
With a heavy heart, I'm gonna have to lean towards Sora.
Fuck yeah, yeah. Let's go. I got into an argument with a 15-year-old about who would win. And I said Sora would win because I'm biased, but he was so adamant Kirby would win. And he started explaining to me all the Kirby lore, which I already knew, but but I trust your opinion over his. So I hope that 15-year-old, wherever you are, I hope you know to suck it.
Isn't that like pedophilic?
No, not me, just it. Something bad.
The
Like
clown?
like a long, yeah, sure. And the clown from It, Pennywise can eat him.
Cool. I love child eating cannibalism.
Why do you think why do you think Sora would win?
Remember that term low complex multiverse?
Yeah. What does that mean? Low complex multiversal?
It's I don't it's dumb versus stuff, but it's like I don't know how to explain it.
Where are you getting all these
It
terms, by the way? Should that be a thing?
versus Battle Wiki.
Huh?
Yes, versus Battle Wiki.
Oh, yeah.
It is not the go end all be all. I should state because they've been inaccurate very very many times.
But it is
But,
fun.
yeah. Um. Anyways, the one thing I was gonna argue for Kirby, which is why I went to versus Battle Wiki, was I think he was faster, you know, so he could like throw a friend heart
Oh no,
and they could
Sora's
just become
faster.
friends. Yeah. But then versus Battle Wiki, speed, Sora, infinite.
Yeah.
He has infinite speed.
Yeah.
I desperately want to say Kirby wins, but I'm sorry, I just can't think of any way he would.
And that's why I'm better than you. Glad we've had that established. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to the podcast.
Okay, I want to ask you
Yeah?
one
Ooh.
fight.
All right, give it to me.
Okay, it's gonna be your two favorite characters.
No.
Well, actually, your four favorite characters.
Okay.
Okay, Jake and Reggie from the hit film Freebirds versus Rick and Morty from the show Rick and Morty.
We're going to go back in time to stop Justin Roiland from making the first episode of Rick and Morty.
Who do you think wins between two turkeys and Rick and Morty?
Oh, listen. I love Rick and Morty so much. You know this about me. It's my personality. I have a tattoo of Rick Sanchez's penis on my forehead. But with a heavy, heavy heart, as heavy as like 50 Mr. Meeseeks, I'm gonna have to say the birds from Freebirds.
I thought you were going to say something different for that heavy thing.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Well, you were just talking about Rick's penis, so I thought you were saying something else.
Oh. Anyways, now that I have the clip of you saying penis, uh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rick and Morty just murder them.
oh yeah, they're fucking birds.
But they can go back in time
We're gonna go back in time.
to stop Justin Roiland from hitting some. Anyways, if you enjoy this podcast,
If you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, make sure to hit your wife.
no.
And if you want more, make sure to leave some bruises.
No.
Then take a photo and send it to Stripe. Preferably with you teabagging on her, not her corpse, but she is in a coma now.
Why?
And if you want to be notified of when we will release our episodes, make sure that the kids watch.
Stop. What is wrong with you?
Make them join in. Force a son to beat up their mother, you know? Have fun a little. Anyways, that's the real versus me versus my wife. It's the real death battle.
Okay, at first glance, you would think it's pretty equal. Like, you're both humans, you know, but you would think, on like second glance, you would take this because you beat her up all the time.
It's true,
You
I
have
do.
to remember, she knows all of your moves. She has taken all of them.
Her speed level is infinite.
Yeah, no, I don't think her speed level is infinite, but like she knows everything you can throw out. She has the farmer experience, okay? And she has taken everything you can dish out. So I'm gonna have to say your wife probably wins.
When your alcoholic stepdad is low complex multiversal level.
You know what, Dad? I'm tired of you beating me up. I'm gonna fight back. Frick you, son. I destroyed a low complex multiverse. What does that mean? I don't know. It sounds big.
Oh. So it's a the multiverse itself is a low complex. I thought it was like I thought low complex multiversal meant like, oh, they could do it like it's not that big an issue, you know? It's not that complicated of a process.
No, it's like bigger than a multiverse is what it basically is. But I don't know how to explain it well.
Okay. That's way funnier than what I was thinking of.
Yeah. It is in fact high complex trying to explain this.
Yeah. So that's it. We've battled. Oh, Stripe, who do you think would win in a fight between me and you?
Oh, me, 100%.
Probably, yeah, you are taller.
Yeah,
but I got the old
I'm
one
older.
too.
Yeah, I'm older.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Yes.
If
Are we taking? Is it just me versus you, or are we taking straight the squid scaling into this?
Oh,
because
is this a MatPat thing where it's like if we consider the you from the videos, you're fucking like multiversal?
Probably. I mean, I don't want to spoil it on the podcast. I'll tell you after. But I'm kind of planning some crazy things now that I have something locked down. But I think we should end the podcast before I say it.
Yeah. The way you make it sounds like you're gonna fucking take over like fucking Ukraine or something.
I literally laughed so hard I took off my headphones.
Oh. You're like,
okay.
I needed more views, so I started. So my next video is gonna be featuring Vladimir Putin.
Yo, Vlad, nuke everyone who doesn't watch my videos.
Vladimir Putin's top 10 animes. Top 10 hottest anime waifus.
I'm gonna have Vlad cosplay as Vlad Pasimus.
You're gonna have him cosplay as Kick Butaski.
He's Kick. I'm Gunther. Or whatever the frick his name is.
Wait, no, he's Gunther.
He's Gunther. Of course. How could I be so stupid?
Oh. That joke will make sense to very few people.
I mean, if you're watching the 5th podcast, you've probably seen the last 2, right?
Maybe. Ah, that's all right. Well, now that we're hitting the hour and 30 mark, I'm gonna.
Okay, yeah, we should probably end now.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching or listening. I guess. Come back next time where we discuss if Vladimir Putin would even know what a Kick Butowski is. Thank you. Goodbye.